Hello everyone! In today's video we will be covering the big lightning bolt case, and there's only one of these, and this is case number 39 and 40 from the Speed Solving Wiki, because you have a left-hand version. And you can tell it's easy to recognize because it's just a line and then two opposite corners are oriented correctly. And you'll notice that on the big lightning case, you'll have one of your pairs that isn't solved will have a dot and the other one will have a pair. So it's easy to recognize because you'll have the one big lightning case, and you'll have one of your unoriented pairs will have a single edge facing you, and the other one will have a bar facing you. And there's two ways to solve this. There's an easy way to remember how to solve it, and there's the most effective way to do it in my mind. So let's get started. The easy way to remember how to solve this case is if you position the lightning bolt where the bar that's not oriented, so the unoriented bar is facing towards you, what we're going to do is we're going to do a T1 and then a Sune. So it's just a combination of two other algorithms we already know at this point, but what we're going to do is we're going to perform a T by pushing this one down. And the T alg, all it is an F move, sexy move on this pair, and then undo your F move. So we're going to perform that on the corner piece that's not attached to your pair. So here's your pair. We're going to perform it on this corner piece. So we'll T, and then that gives you the Sune. So it will give you a Sune in the same corner. So you can perform Sune, and that solves the case. Again, you have your big lightning bolt case. You have a dot in the back, and then you have your bar in the front. And we're going to perform a T in this corner. So F, and then sexy move on this pair, and then undo your F move, and then that's a Sune, and solve. And Sune, for those of you who don't know what a Sune is, you just take the pair out, move it to the back, and insert it with the U2. I have an entire video on Sune, and you can reference that if you need more information on Sune. So again, the big lightning bolt, the easy way to remember it is if you just perform a T on this corner here, next to your bar, and then a Sune. We'll solve that case. The other way, and what I feel is the better way to solve the big lightning bolt case, is you can do the inverse of one of your P cases, and that will solve your case. And the P case in question is the one with the dot on the side of it, and not the bar. So there's two P cases, one with the dot, one with the bar, and we're going to do the inverse of the dot one. And I covered both of the P cases in a previous video, so I will leave a link in the description for that. But basically we're going to do the inverse of it. So your P case is you're taking this pair out, and then this pair out, insert this one, and then solve. So we're doing the exact same opposite of that, or the exact inverse of that. So we'll take this pair out by moving a buffer from the top, do it on the test cube. So we'll take a buffer row from the top and put it in the back, so we can do whatever we want with the back layer. We'll kick this one out, fix our cross, and then move this out of the way. And then basically we're going to reinsert this pair into its correct slot by using another buffer. So we'll take another top layer, move it into the back, insert this pair, fix your cross on that side, and then you'll notice that this is still out of place, so we'll have to push this in, and then solve. So again, we're going to move this top layer here, kick this pair out, and then we're just going to reinsert it by using the buffer again. So again, we move the buffer pair down, push it out, get it out of the way, and then reinsert this, and reinsert this, and solve. And that solves your lightning bolt case when you orient it like this. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the dot and pointing it away from you, and we're going to start lifting the pair up that's underneath the corner piece right next to your dot. So here's the corner piece that we're going to start with. So we'll take a buffer row from the top, put it in the back, push that pair out, fix your cross and move it out of the way, and then basically we're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to reinsert this by using another buffer concept. So we'll move it back again, push it in, fix, and then you just have to reinsert this here, and then fix. So again, well, we're pushing this pair out by using a buffer row, and then we just reinsert it by using another buffer row. So you put it in the back, push it in, solve, and then just fix this last pair. That's all. And how you finger trick this one is we're going to grab it here, and remember we're going to be pushing this pair out, and we're going to be moving a buffer row from the top here, so we will pull down and then push here to push your pair out, and then we're going to fix our cross on this side, so we'll pull it out from here, and then we're going to also put this buffer row back into the back slot, so we'll put it into the back, push this pair back into place, so you can see we have a block now. We're going to fix that side with this finger. We're going to fix this pair here into the right slot, then move down. So it's completely regripless. We'll push it out, pull, and then reinsert. This is the inverse of this P case. So we'll push it out, pull it out of the way, and then reinsert. So push it out, pull it out of the way, reinsert. Push it out, pull it out of the way, and reinsert. So one more time, we will move our buffer slot into position, we'll push here to kick the pair out, we'll fix our cross and here to move it out of the way, reuse our buffer pair, push it into place, fix that part of the cross here, insert that pair, and then down. You can also solve it from this orientation, so instead of orient it where the two are facing you, you'd orient it where your dot is facing you. And with this, we're doing the exact same moves, but you can kind of change how you think about what you're doing. And really what we're doing is we're going to perform the same moves, but we're going to put a buffer layer here, and then we're just going to do a F sexy move, F sexy move, F prime, and then reinsert this back pair, and then fix your cross. So again, that was you take this bar out, or you take this bar, you put it in the front layer, and then you're doing a T1 perm, which is your F sexy move, F prime, and then you can tell your piece just needs to get slid into its slot, and then fix your cross, and that will solve that case as well. So if you orient it where your dot was facing you, and then it's still completely regripless, and you F sexy move, so it's a very fast alg if you orient it with the dot facing you. So if you orient it with the dot facing you, so here's our big lightning bolt, here's our dot, then we can just take this row. So take the row that's away from this piece because we're lifting this slot up. So we'll just F, or in this case it's R prime, and then a T1 case, F sexy move, undo your F prime, and then you can tell your pairs back here just ready to be inserted. So it's a little different way to think about it when it's oriented like this where the dot's facing you. When it's back here, basically you're pushing it out with this finger. So you're pushing it out and then pushing it back in. But if it's facing towards you, so if the dot's facing towards you, really you can think of it as put this buffer here and then do an F sexy move, F prime, and then insert that back pair because it's sitting like this. So you just insert that back pair. And it's still completely regripless. You F sexy move, F prime, and then insert like that. So it's still a regripless alg if it lands oriented the other way. So if it's back here, you're pushing it out with your finger and then pulling it back in, and if it's this one, you're bringing this buffer piece down and then F sexy move, F prime, and then just reinserting that last back pair. And at speed. And at speed in this orientation, when your dot's in the back. That's it for the big lightning bolt case. There's only one, and once you get it, it's relatively easy case to solve. The next set of cases we're going to cover are your edges not oriented cases. And there's three of these. There's one where all four of your edges aren't oriented correctly. There's one where you only have two adjacent edges not oriented correctly, and there's one where you have the opposite edges not oriented correctly. And these are solved just slightly different than what we have been doing, so it will be interesting to learn how to do these. If you have any questions or comments on the current video, leave it in the description below, and until then, happy cubing!